Hello everybody, this is Dominate here again from 7 Sins. In this video, I'm just going to show you real quickly how to max your skill trees for your characters. Since a while back, obviously, the way of just adding skill points was patched, so you cannot just plug in an amount here and have that many skill points when you go into the game. Basically what it does is it will do a sanity check on your experience level and how many skill points you've already used and automatically assign you that many. So if you're already level 61 and you've used all your skill points that you have, it's not going to allow you to have any more when you go into the game. But you can still modify it. What you have to do is you go to your raw tab for your character, and you want to scroll down until you see skill data. Open the collection editor for that, and you'll see your skill data here for every skill on that particular character's skill tree. So you go down and see the close enough, cooking up trouble, fancy mathematics. To change the skill grade, you go over here where it says grade, and you can just adjust this to 5 or 1, whatever the skill is. For instance, obviously Buck Up only takes 1 skill point, so you only need to set that to 1. You can set them all to 5 if you want, and the game will just automatically adjust it to whatever the maximum value is. It will not allow you to go over whatever the legit amount is. If you want to just, get them exactly right, you can just open up the skill calculator website, and you can see which skills take 5, which take 1. But you can just put it at 5 on all of them, and you'll be okay. Obviously, the first one is just the action skill itself, so that one's always going to be 1. But that's all you have to do, is you just do that and click OK, save your file. When you load in your game, you will be maxed out. Now, this is also beneficial for certain skills if you don't want to put any skills but move farther down the skill tree. In like for instance for Gauge, you can still do Anarchy and continue down the skill tree but not have any points in Smaller, Lighter, Faster, so you can still use Infinity weapons. I will note, however, though, that with the DLC characters Gauge and Krieg, there is some items in the skill data set that don't directly apply to skills on their skill tree. So modifying those can mess up your save or your skills. In Gage's case here, it is this, Lightning Strike. If you look on her Little Big Trouble's tree, you won't see this skill anywhere on here. So you want to leave this at 0. I'm not 100% sure what exactly this is tracking in her skill set. If I had to venture a guess, it might be for Make It Sparkle to track what element Death Trap currently is after you shot him. Like I said, don't know what it's there for. Just leave it at 0 and you'll be fine. I'll also show you Krieg's. His has a couple that you do not want to modify in his skill data. The first one is actually quite obvious as to what it is. Once you go down all the way to his skill tree, you'll see that Blood Explosion, his Bloodlust end cap skill, and then the next one is Bloodlust, which is 0. Now, I'm pretty sure this just has to do with keeping track of how many stacks of Bloodlust you currently have. So you want to leave this at 0 because it's dynamically set by the game while you're playing. Going to the end of his skill data tree, you'll see 2 items actually. After Raving Retribution is obviously the end of his Hellborn tree. You'll see a fire status detector, as well as applied status effect listener. Now, what this refers to is obviously in his Hellborn tree, there's numerous skills that are buffed even more as a bonus when you're on fire. So I can only imagine that this is what these have to deal with, is detecting as whether or not you're on fire, how long it lasts, when to end, that sort of thing. So those you also do not want to modify. Everything else you're perfectly fine with maxing out or not maxing out in the skill tree. Obviously I don't have anything in Fuel to Rampage because I don't want to deal with that kind of crap from other people online, so I just leave it at 0. But that's all you have to do. Just save your character and go back in the game, and you should be set. If you have any questions or whatnot, I'll leave a link to a thread on 7 Sins where you can post your questions. And alright guys, have a good one. Take it easy.